Sorry, like YouTube is actually giving me like a really hard time um, signing on, but I'm here. I miss you guys so much. Let me know that you're here and that you can hear me and all the things. Um, I really have missed you guys a bunch. Feels good to be back. Feels good to feel somewhat human again. You know, it's I've got a long battle ahead of me, basically, but I'll be fine. I'm gonna be fine. Don't worry. And I just really wanted to thank everybody for your well wishes, for caring about me, for praying for me and checking in, and even just knowing that I was missed is a pretty cool blessing and gift in and of itself. So thank you guys. It really does kind of mean the world to me, especially like when you're going through a hard time. It's awesome to feel like you've got a lot of support and people like rallying for you. And oftentimes people who don't even know me, like personally, which is pretty cool. So awesome. Thank you guys. I love you. And welcome to full moon in Libra. Libra full moon tomorrow. So it'll be exact around 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. But tomorrow, April 1st, is my son's birthday. My son's 18th birthday, baby boy. Um, so I wanted to do it today just in case, I don't know, I'm sure he'll be like with his friends and stuff. Like he's 18, he doesn't want to hang out with me. But either way, it just didn't feel right to like have something planned for his birthday. So that's why we're doing it tonight. But welcome everybody. If you're here, say hi. Let me know that you're here. I'm just going to share this out real quick because I feel like no one's finding me back. But if you're here, say hi. Let me know that you can hear me. Hi. Um, and we're going to talk about the Libra full moon. We're going to talk a little tiny bit about some April astrology, but not too much because I mean April is an unprecedented year. And it's definitely going to require its own whole to do. Year, I said year, I meant month. This is going to keep happening, y'all, until we get like normal Dani back. If normal Dani is a thing. I don't know. Hey, how are you? Missed everybody. It's cool to see everybody here. Hopefully I'm back for good. I don't foresee any reason why that shouldn't be the case. Unless my new treatments I'm doing make me go haywire, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Hi, it's so good to see you guys. I know, I'm really, really, really happy to be here, so thank you. Welcome everybody. And thank you so much for your well wishes for me and your prayers while I'm dealing with this health thing. It's been really shit. I never get sick. Y'all know I'm always so busy. I'm all over the place. I travel all the time. I don't sleep. It's never bothered me. I never have health issues, so this has really been a biatch for me. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but it's all right. It's all right. It could be worse, and I'm gonna get through it. So today is day 1 of my treatments, and we'll see how I do, basically. But I'll keep you all posted. I just wanted to thank you for caring about me. It was pretty rad. I love you guys. So Libra full moon. All right, this is the pink moon. It will not actually appear pink, although sometimes it can have like a little bit of a pink hue. But it's actually not named the pink moon because the moon is going to turn pink. It's actually called the pink moon because of the flowers that bloom this time of year when we have this full moon. Just a little background, right? So Libra rules relationships, right? The house of relationships, house 7. So Pinky Moon. That's right, bro. So expect to see a lot of impact in your relationships. And it doesn't just mean romantic relationships, all right? Don't like look over at your man right now and accuse him of cheating or some shit. We're not doing that, okay? This is about peace over drama, all right? Slow down. Slow your roll. This could be any kind of relationship. This could be parent-child. This could be boss-employee, business partners, okay? All kinds of relationships. Or it could be a love relationship, okay? It could be all kinds. Just keep that in mind. The signs that are going to feel the impact of this full moon, which is exact tomorrow around 10 p.m. Eastern, um, are going to be Libra, obviously, and Capricorn. Of course, I'm like all Libra and a Capricorn moon. Rad. Um, but also Taurus, Cancer. Y'all are going to feel this a good amount too. Aries, Cancer. Um, especially if you have those placements around 12 degrees, all right, near 12 degrees in your astrological chart. Now, also, the other signs that are going to feel this are if you've got either Aries or Cancer or Leo or Aquarius or even Taurus or Scorpio um, in the first 7 degrees in your chart, you're going to be hit with the most drama. Sorry. But remember, you have a choice here. Okay? You have a choice. I'm sorry, Roger. We'll send some prayers and angels over there for your granddaughter, for sure. I hope everything goes smooth, but I'm sure it will. So the Libra caps, you're gonna feel the effects of this a lot. You may have a really big impact on you. The Aries Cancer folks, you've got the best chance for this to bring balance. All right, Libra's always about balance, right? Restoring balance. But Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, y'all are in the most like dramatic sort of category, especially if you've got these placements within the first 7 degrees of the astrological chart. But like I said, it's a choice. It doesn't mean it has to go that way. All right. We got a lot of energy around this full moon. We have Venus just moved into Taurus, which is its, home spot, right? Taurus is ruled by Venus. But you know who else is ruled by Venus? Libra. And this is Libra's full moon. So we got a lot of Venusian energy going on, and Venus is love and money. Okay. But we also have Venus squaring Pluto right now, and Pluto brings the drama. So if the drama comes, you know who to blame. It's fucking Pluto. Okay. Um, this month, things that I want you guys just to keep on your radar. I want everybody to stop right now and go down your phone and pop up your calendar and put like a big ass alert on April 25th. April 25th. Now, y'all know I've been saying for years 2026 is an unprecedented year, and that I had 3 flashpoints, right, for this year. February, which did not disappoint, April, and July. April is frigging packed. All right. We have transits and shit every friggin' day, sometimes multiple. I'm actually just going to show you a quick little glimpse. This is my astrology planner. This is all of the transits and aspects that are going to happen in April. Not even all, but most. That's friggin' insane, you guys. That's insane. Okay? It's insane. In addition to that, we have the full moon today. We have the new moon on the 17th. But April 25th is when Uranus is going to move into Gemini. Why is that such a big deal? A few reasons. One, historically, Uranus in Gemini has always brought war, which we're already at. So where does it go from here, right? The Revolutionary War, the Civil War, World War II, all of those times, Uranus was in Gemini every time. Pluto's also in Aquarius, which it was during the Revolutionary War, and it'll be there for another 18 years now. And Pluto and Aquarius together create revolutions and wars. It's how we change shit, right? April is going to test us. It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to lie. I'd rather you be prepared than sugarcoat, but I also definitely don't want you to be afraid. All right. There's no reason to be afraid. And fear only supports the side that we're trying to overcome. Okay. We're not going to give in to the fear energy. We don't do that. Right. Because we know that we have a lot more control than that. Right. Like our reality is up to us. Okay, we're not helpless victims here in our lives. Okay, we're co-creators with the universe. So no fear, we're going to be fine. I just want you to know that the universe is probably going to test you. And there might be a bit of a battle here because it wants to see what you're willing to fight for. And I just want you to keep that on your radar all month long. If you do kind of get frustrated or, you know, a little stressed, you are being tested. Keep going. Okay. The people with the initiative and the willpower to keep going, it's Aries season. It's action oriented. It's about go. They're going to be rewarded in a really beautiful way. So fight through it for a few more weeks. You got it. Don't give up. Um, take risks. All right. It's a great time to take chances and take risks to get ahead. We are going to have 7 friggin' planets in Aries, which is ruled by Mars, which is the planet of war and aggression, but also forward action and movement. So if there was ever a time that you could truly jump like leaps ahead, it's right now. But, the only things that are going to be rewarded are taking risks, right? Inspired action and proven to the universe how much you want it. It's just a test. It's a test month. It just is. Sorry to say. So back to this full moon. All right. Um, Relationship house, right? Libra rules relationships. We got Venus going on here. So there could be drama in your relationships. There could be someone in the partnership that has some paranoia going on, constantly worried about the other one or some possessiveness that comes up. But the good thing is, this full moon is also going to reveal toxic attachments to you in a way that you can no longer ignore. Okay. And if you see in black and white, hey, this is toxic, this is not good, it's holding you back, there's something much better out there for you, and you choose to not cut it off and go a different way, price to pay. You have free will, it's up to you. But if you truly want to cut anything that's been holding you back or is not aligned to who you are becoming or where you're going, do it now. This is an awesome full moon to do cord cuttings. If I remember, if I have the energy, and if this doesn't go on too long, I will do one with y'all before we say goodbye tonight. Okay. So what I want you focused on again, choosing peace over drama. We have every right and ability to just walk away. We don't have to fight, right? You can just say, alrighty then. Have a lovely day and fuck off. Okay. You don't have to stay and battle. You don't have to get embroiled in the drama. We can make a decision to take ourselves out of those situations. Yeah? Yeah. I'm pretending I hear you say yeah, because you're all saying yeah, right? Um, Middle ground and compromise. All right, that's our focus. If this relationship is not revealing toxic attachments to you, but maybe just some places where you may have some shadow work to do, or y'all may have some things to just work out, then find the middle ground and compromise. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? I choose peace over everything, over anything. Peace comes first. All right. So remember, Mercury, Mars, Saturn. No, Mercury, Mars, Neptune, the sun, the moon, which are considered planets in your astrological chart, and Chiron, which is the wounded healer, are all going to be in Aries at once. It's going to be fun. We're going to be fun. Um, all right, last thing I want to say about that before we start our reading, and I do have a new ritual I wrote for you guys yesterday, um, is if you have Aries placements, major Aries placements in your chart of any kind, sun, moon, rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, you are going to definitely be impacted by this the most, and you're going to kind of be thrown into the fire. All right. But you can be a victim or you can be a volunteer, right? Be a volunteer. It wants to change your life for the better. It wants to push you forward. All right. Aries is all about action. It's the baby of the zodiac, right? It's New Year. This is the very beginning of the astrological year with Aries. Okay. Okay. Y'all want to see all those placements again? Because it's effing insane. Look at them all. We're gonna have a very long April astrological video to do. There's no way I'm typing this out. You know, I usually do that post. Nah, it's too much. We're just gonna talk about it. So much. All right, my loves. Let's do a reading and a little ritual. X is Aries. Well, heard. Tomorrow's my son's birthday. Obviously, baby boy is an Aries, and I'm a Leo, so two fire signs. Well, um, although I'm mostly Libra, my chart is very Libra. Um, and his sister, my middle daughter, is also a Libra. So it's just fire and air going on up in here with my Virgo living up in Buffalo. All right, let's do your reading. I had a whole plan, you know, I always do for your reading. And as when I was setting up for this, spirit totally sent me in a different direction. So we're gonna wing it. We're gonna honor that. We're gonna go where spirit wants to go. Oh, no way. That's so cool. Happy birthday. How old's your baby gonna be? April Fool's birthday, man. When you have a baby on April Fool's Day, nobody believes you. Nobody. They all think you're lying. 7. Oh, 7. God. My baby's gonna be 18. Oh, it's happening. Happy birthday. I hope she has an awesome day. April 2nd. Show me the collective energy with this full moon in Libra. Show me the collective's energy. So this is also our first full moon since we left eclipse season, that eclipse portal, and the first full moon of the astrological new year. So very impactful in a lot of different ways. Um, yeah, well, spirit's always in charge. Thank you. Thanks, Sarah. What the hell was I saying? Yeah, so it's going to be very impactful this full moon in general. Still make your moon water, put your crystals out to charge and cleanse in the moon. Just remember not to leave your moon water out until the sun comes up, because then you're making sun water. And if it is raining where you are, be careful. Not all of your crystals can get wet and be wet all night. A good rule of thumb is the ites, like selenite, celestite, hematite, anything with an ite at the end should not get very wet, because they can be dissolved by the water, literally. But things like quartz, amethyst, apatite, jaspers, all of those. I know apatite's an ite. That's why I said it's a general rule of thumb. Those are fine. If they get a little wet, it's not going to hurt them. Okay. But definitely a good time to charge them. Trust and fire. Well, Aries is a fire sign, that's for certain. Number 27, and trust is number 16. It's an interesting image for trust, don't you think? It's almost like we know that you can't see where this leads. It's dark and it's blurry, but just trust us. Go this way. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're going, nah. Like, who the hell are you, and why are you trying to lead me into this dark whatever, right? So what I really want to say to you, actually, since I did your meditation before I started this reading, is to trust your intuition inherently right now. Hey, um, your intuition for a lot of you is really coming online now. You know, you probably always had it, but you're connecting to a different set, a different place in the universe, right? Like, you're getting closer to full universal knowledge. You're starting to gain access to things like Akashic records, and your own instincts and psychic abilities and awarenesses are just increasing naturally for a lot of you. And it's imperative that you are true to that intuition right now. Like the themes of this moon, right? If you're trying to figure out what's real and what's not, who's aligned to you and who isn't in your life, you already know. It might be a question of whether or not you want to know, you know, or want to really look at it, but you know, if it feels off, you need to honor that right now. All right. Hugely important. because like I said, April's going to test us. It's really going to test us. It wants to see how much you want it. All right. Um, yeah. Stormy. We've got fire. We've got stormy. We've got trust. What else for the collective? Do things to increase your psychic connection right now, like sound frequencies. Do my, that 10-minute meditation for connecting to your higher self. Something every day if you can. All right. To keep your psychic gifts really online and like kind of locked in. But above all, I just want you to trust them. Just trust that your instincts are your instincts. Don't second guess it. Guess it right now. Truth. The truth is coming. All right. This is a time where masks are falling off. Truths are being revealed. Like I was saying to you guys, any toxic attachments or anybody that's got a secret, if somebody's cheating or something like that, this is the time you're going to find out. It's going to be exposed. But that's true on a global scale. So watch out for more like leaders or people in the public eye being exposed, stuff like that. Okay. Um, okay. I feel like I have a relatively expansive vocabulary. I just choose to use the word fuck all the time because I like it. Okay. How often does this card show up on this channel? Probably every time I touch this deck. Shift, number 9, shift. Trust, fire, truth, shift, stormy. You'll see the way, you're going to have your angels and your guides with you. And if you're having trouble seeing through the storm, okay, or riding the storm out, just ask them for help. All right. Ground, stay hydrated, spend time in nature, remember to protect your peace. Please watch your environment. What are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you surrounding yourself with? What are you taking in? You're building your reality every day with every thought you have and every sentence you speak. They're all spells. Please be conscious of that. All right. What do you want in your reality? Please don't watch the news. If you do one thing I tell you to do in all of the years I've had this channel and everything else, all the talks I've done, whatever, just don't fucking watch the news, please. Please. Please don't give it any more energy. It's all lies anyway. So what are you really finding out? Nothing. You're just letting it take your peace. Okay? All right. So let's see what else we can find out from these little starting messages we got going on. I'm going to be doing that through the whole reading. So I'm sorry, you're just going to have to deal with it. The weather's always wrong too. Like, what's even the point, All right, y'all. If you got a question in your mind or something weighing on you, I kind of want you to bring it to the forefront right now. Just think about it. All right. If you're trying to make a decision, whatever, I just want you to focus on that while I am shuffling your cards because you're going to get some answers that you need tonight. I'm certain. All right. Call upon the lights. Call upon the divine. Call upon the Holy Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors. And I call upon and activate my higher self, who has full universal knowledge and access to Akashic records, to bring me the information the collective needs to hear. Full moon in Libra. I have some new decks I'm going to use with you guys tonight too that you haven't seen before. I'm sorry, I can't follow that, especially not in my current condition. It's real foggy up in here. 3 of Wands, bottom of the deck, fitting. It is fire sign energy. We are in Aries season. 3 of Wands is a card of expectation, sort of waiting for your ship to come in. It can also be about travel or making decisions. You're kind of surveying the landscape with the 3 of Wands. Show me current energy for the collective. 7 of Wands. This is what I want to see. That's some 7 planets in Aries shit right there. I like it. That's you standing up for yourself. That's you being heard, defending your morals, your beliefs, right? Your values, and just literally who you are. It's also having strong boundaries, i.e., protecting your peace. Mm-hmm. And it's a 7. Libra rules the 7th house. It's the 7th sign in the zodiac. What else? What's challenging the collective right now? What's challenging the collective? Taking a minute to get that out. I'm hearing that's different for all of you, so we might get more than one. Okay, what's the challenge? 3 of Swords, heartbreak. Some of you are either holding a relationship together or not wanting to see what you know, and feel to be true, or trust an instinct just because you don't want it to hurt. For others of you, you may be healing from a broken heart. Something really disappointed you here. Someone really broke your heart. But I feel like it's in the past. I feel like you're getting over this. It's why you've got the boundaries. Like, you learned how to build boundaries and how to better protect yourself. You learned a lot from that relationship, I'm hearing. And if that's not the case for you, like I said, this is a very transformative full moon, and it is about relationships. For some of y'all, you may be learning something that you just decide, I can't do this, and you choose to walk away. Knight of Cups. For some of y'all, it's actually the opposite. This is a love offer coming in for you. This is someone charging in, like wanting to offer you their cup of love, right? And this doesn't have to, again, be romantic. This could be an opportunity to do something you love also. Okay. Um, oh, is my mom there? I didn't see her. I can't keep up, y'all. I'm trying, but I can't keep up with the comments today. I'll do my best. 3 of Swords and a Knight of Cups. What a complete difference. Knight of Cups is also healing, though, too. It's like, as soon as you learn how to have those boundaries and protect your peace and fight for what you want and need out of your relationships, and again, I don't just mean romantic ones. As soon as you learn how to fight for what you want and need in a relationship, and stand up for yourself, and know that it's okay to ask for what it is that you need out of your relationships, then you have this healing that happens, and you kind of elevate your vibration. And when you raise your vibe, right, that's an awakening, that's a level up. You also draw in people of a higher vibration, right? Higher vibrational opportunities, higher vibrational people, relationships, friends, right? What is in the unseen? What don't the collective see? What can't they see? Judgment and a 5 of Wands. So you might feel like you're kind of in a battle right now. You may feel like there's a lot of competition around you, or like everything's kind of chaotic and disorganized. Like, you can't get it together. You and this person, you and a coworker, like a team of coworkers, something like that. Um, as fun as all of this is, to like have so many people flipping spamming your page because it's great for the algorithm, it's also hella fucking annoying when you're not well and you're trying to focus. Don't spam me right now. All right. Judgment, 5 of Wands. You're going to win this. Whatever it is, you're going to win this because it's destined. Judgment. They're, like, your guides, your angels, your spiritual team, and I think just your higher self. Like, you don't even, not to say we don't need them. Like, we need them. Like, don't go anywhere, y'all. Like, I'm a fucking train wreck. I need you. But you don't. Your higher self's got this. Your higher self wrote this life before you came here. It knows all the things, right? You're protected here. You're gonna be okay. Your team is gonna make sure that you get to this victory that's destined for you. Judgment is destiny. It's fated. It's meant for you. Okay. Gross. Yeah. My grandfather used to eat spam in his pasta sauce. I don't know. That was his thing. What's crowning the collective? There's a lot of people fighting for you, I'm hearing, behind the scenes. You don't see it, whether that's on this plane or in like the heavenly plane, right? The other side, whatever. You've got a lot of people fighting for you. You're not alone. Yeah, you two Hawaii dudes. Yeah, with your spam. Y'all enjoy that. What's crowning the collective? What is crowning the collective? Energy's moving slow. You see how long it's taken to like get cards out today, y'all? It's interesting. And if you think about it, if you really tap into this moon, like the energy of it does kind of feel like moving through mud or quicksand. Anybody like else getting that? You know what I mean? Seven of Coins is crowning you. All right. So what you do know is that's supporting you is you've been patient, you've been focused, you've been working hard on manifesting this. Um, and you're clearly going to. What's in the recent past? Show me the past for the collective. Five of Coins. Yeah, you felt abandoned. You felt left out in the cold, alone, very much abandoned. Could also be like a lack mentality here too, like a fear of not having enough resources, enough money, whatever the case may be. Show me the potential future. Show me the possible future for the collective. Show me the possible future. Thank you. Death and the Three of Wands that was at the bottom of the deck came out for reals for a big old show. So death really means rebirth, right? Remember that. Death really means rebirth. So in the near future, a total rebirth, a brand new cycle. You've got Judgment here just before that. This is totally meant to be a brand new cycle for you. All right. Hey. And you got the Three of Wands. Like I said, that was at the bottom of the deck. You've got an expectation here and you're on your way. You're on your way. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? You know, remember you're creating your reality. So you've got this chance for a brand new start. It's New Year. Have some control over where it goes, right? And the way that you control that is by making smart choices and detaching from things that are holding you back or stealing your peace, maintaining boundaries, and having a pretty good focus on what it is you even want. Uh, yes, this is a very cool deck. The guidebook that comes with this deck is actually really, really dope. It has stories from all over the world that, you know, the images are based on different cultural stories from like Indonesia, or the Philippines, or Japan, or Africa, like all over. It's very cool. If I could remember what it was called, I would tell you, but the box is over there. I'll tell you at the end. Um, make sure that you're focused and conscious of where it is that you want to go. And every decision you make supports you getting there. Okay. If it's not supporting you getting where you want to go, what are you doing with it? Let it go. Let it go. All right. Oh, we're seeing. Show me the collective's energy in this situation. What's the collective's energy? I feel like y'all feel ready for battle. Like y'all came armed. Like we've been under such attack lately. Astrologically, the sun's been hella active, which all has an effect on our physical and mental state. But also just the way that we're being like attacked with news, the way that they're releasing it to keep you in shock mindset and like on overdrive so you can't process any of it. Making sure you get just enough information to be appalled, but not enough to do anything about it. So you're stuck. Like they like that. They know what they're doing. Like we've been dealing with a lot, and I think it numbed us out a good amount in March. But now I feel like with everything moving into Aries, which is fiery, ruled by Mars, the war planet, now we're all like grabbing our torches and shit and like ready to storm the castle. You know, like we're pissed. I feel like everybody's kind of getting their drive right now. And if you don't have it yet, it's coming. Again, I know I just told you to keep the peace, protect your peace. Yes, do protect your peace, but it could also be that protecting your peace means doing something about something or someone that's trying to take that from you. Like, I'm not telling you to get into arguments and drama, no, but like inspired action for change, sure. Like, are you ready to show the universe, like, when this test comes around for you, how much you want something? Yeah, I think you are. You guys feel fired up. You feel fiery, and I like it. Okay. You're coming in as the Sun and the Six of Coins. The Sun, Leo energy, happiest card in tarot. It doesn't get any better than that. It's complete and total joy and happiness, contentment. It's a stress-free life and existence. All right, it's careless, carefree. You don't have all that weight on your shoulders anymore. You know, remember in that traditional Rider Waite deck, it's a naked baby on horseback riding to the sun. What could be better than that, right? Sounds like a real freeing, friggin' amazing day to me. And Six of Coins or Six of Pentacles in the traditional deck. This is a card of reciprocity. This is a card of balance, very Libran energy, right? In this Libra full moon, it's equal give and take. It's also about the universe being really generous with you. So you're about to be in receiving mode. All right. You had 2 5s in your reading, but now you're going into 6s. 5s are tumultuous, 6s are balanced, much more harmonious. Okay. So you're embracing the balance that Libra requires with this full moon. So well done. I'm proud of y'all. Ooh, where y'all going? I didn't even ask a question yet. Show me the energies around the collective, the outside energy affecting them. What is the energy like around the collective? 8 of Coins. So, 8 of Coins or 8 of Pentacles is a card of hard work. It's a card of self-mastery too. So it seems like you've got people and situations and energies around you that are supporting you in finishing this sort of cycle that you're in, this path that you're on, right? Getting out of the lack mindset, getting into abundance. I like it. I like it. Feels good. Feels good to me. Show me hopes and fears for the collective. What are their hopes and fears right now or in this situation? Ooh, that one flew like a bitch. Another 6. 6 of Cups. It's a very happy card. It's a lovely card. It's full of love. But it's also about nostalgia. 6 of Cups is almost always about something returning from the past. Somebody from childhood, returning back to something you loved to do in the past or as a child, and like it's a new passion for you, a new passion project. This could be an old love resurfacing, coming back around. Make sure you trust your intuition. All right. Remember what I said about this moon and relationships. All right. For a lot of y'all, it's going to be a good transition. This full moon's going to transform um, good relationships that are meant to stay together by letting them let go of what is shadowy and staying more like in the now, right? In the consciousness of now and being more mindful of where they are and not being triggered by past things and hurts and stuff like that. So there's positives here. Don't get me wrong. But this is something coming back around. It's like your hope and your fear. Like that's the position of this card. So part of you is like hopeful that something from the past comes back around. And part of you is very much afraid of that, maybe because you don't know how it would end. Um, and for some of y'all, you're just hoping it doesn't come back around. That is the fear. But remember, you have free will. If this person comes back around or this situation and you don't want anything to do with it, help them go scratch. You know what to do. Stand up for yourself. Keep your boundaries. Protect your peace. You're all going to be saying that all night long because my advice and guidance, please. What is the advice and guidance for the collective in this situation? Hanged Man, okay, which is stillness. All right, don't do anything. If you don't have to battle, don't battle. You know, stay still until you know for sure which way to go or what to do. Yeah, 9 of Wands, 8 of Cups. Okay, so when you're ready to break out of stillness, when you're ready to release what's been keeping you stuck or still in the same place, right? Because 8 of Cups is walking away. This is walking away from 8 cups to go get 10. Not that eight's bad. It doesn't have to be bad. It's just not 10. And you know you can get 10. So you're walking away. That frees you from that being stuck, that stagnation energy, right? Into now you're 9 of Wands. Okay, so you're progressing. Nines are completion, nines are endings here. And the only kind of warning that comes off a 9 of Wands card, though, is about being too guarded. Like, yeah, protect your boundaries, protect what you've learned, protect what you created. Remember what you went through to get to where you are, to this level up, right? Remember how far you've come. You're not going to let anything take that from you after how hard you worked for it, right? but you don't want it to let you get to the point of being so guarded that nothing can come towards you or you can't move. You're just going to stay here and guard your wands, because like if I walk away for a minute, somebody might come touch a wand. Like you're going to live your whole life like that. That's stagnation too, right? See what I'm saying? Anything else you want to tell the collective, please? Full moon in Libra for the babes. Justice. Yeah, you got judgment and justice. This is fated. This is very much about a destiny for you, a destined path, High Priestess, bottom of the deck. Yup. Expect the unexpected. Like the one thing you should expect right now is that shit's going to happen you did not see coming. All right, it's going to. Promise. In your personal life, globally, all the way around. Yeah, the Tower. Massive, massive change comes in, right? Immediately, and just like chaos happens in the blink of an eye. But Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Coins, is the Queen of Stability, security. She's got roots, way deep down into the earth. She ain't going anywhere just because of a tower. And you got the Strength card, another Leo energy coming through for y'all. Strength. You've got the strength for whatever chaos may come. You do. Spirit wants you to know that. Holy shit. Yeah. And Six of Wands. Another six. We're at 666 now. Very good number. Very harmonious, balanced number. But the Six of Wands is a guaranteed victory. It's an absolute win. It's a guaranteed win. You've got the strength. You've got the stability. Don't worry about the Tower. Don't worry about what falls around you. Don't worry about what leaves. Let it burn. Know that the victory comes in you phoenixing, right? Having your phoenix moment, rebuilding from those ashes. Because there's a lot here you're not going to see coming. The High Priestess is mysterious. There's secrets here. There's a lot here you're not going to see coming. That is supporting you in a massive level up and a brand new start. All right. Yeah, 9 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Woo! Ace of Cups. 7 of Cups. Holy shit. King of Cups. It's all cups. It's all freaking cups. It's all freaking love and healing and love and mushy shit. Holy shit. It's not even Pisces season anymore. It's Aries season. But we are in the cups, man. Water, water everywhere. Which is funny because it's actually part of the ritual I wrote for you guys. And Libra is obviously not a water sign. It's an air sign. And Aries is not a water sign. It's a fire sign. But I don't know. That's what I felt guided to do. But we're going to talk about that in a minute. I want to pull a few more messages for y'all. Get you some oracles and stuff too. So I got this new deck and y'all are going to love it because it's very you. It's called the Dead Inside deck. Immediately heard that Muse song start playing in my head as soon as I said that. Oh, come. Look how cool they are, you guys. They're so us. Are they not us? They're us. Okay. So they say funny shit like crying in the shower and then gives you like little keywords about the cards. So let's get a few. Let's see where we're at. For the collective, please. What does the collective need to know for this full moon in Libra? What will support them this week, in this new cycle, and with letting go? Y'all remember during the full moon is when we usually let go. During a new moon is when we usually draw in. But I feel like this full moon is very different. It's not about the traditional letting go. Like I'm going to let go of, I don't know, being so hard on myself or being critical of myself and others. Really the only thing I would want you to even consider letting go of is expectations on yourself and others. Releasing that, freeing yourself. I don't know if there are horsies in this deck. I guess we'll find out. All right. What is your message for the collective? What do they need to hear? What will support them during this full moon in Libra? Got some good ones already. Okay. I feel like that might be it. Yeah. That's it. Okay. So, number 1, even your spirit guide quit. Bruh. Like, Come on, man. Even your spirit guide quit. Like, what are you doing? You're refusing to see shit, you know? Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Disillusionment, abandonment, and you're just sitting there stuck, right? No more. You need to see the truth of the situation. Then we have, I'm fine. I'm fine. I love this. It reminds me of my daughter so much. I'm fine. Um, it says suppression, numbness, facade. What is this? Is that not a mask falling off? That is a mask falling off. Someone's being exposed. Truths are coming out. Watch out, motherfuckers. Pew pew. Motherfuckers. I want one of those shirts so bad. Okay. Laughing through the pain. Humor as a shield, a disguise. Again, a mask, a disguise. It's time for the real you to be seen, and it's time for you to see the real around you. People, see them for who and what they really are. Yeah? Reading old texts like a novelist. Sentimentality, cringe, and obsession. It is a bit cringy. If you are reading texts from an ex or replaying some fight or something over and over again, stop it. You're creating your reality. You're keeping yourself stuck there. Don't stalk their shit. Don't reread the text. Just delete them. Get rid of them. All right? Get rid of all the old energy. Okay? It's spring. Spring clean. Fresh start. Yeah? As I fling my hair around. Um, thought it was a vibe. This also kind of reminds me of my daughter in a way. Thought it was a vibe, man. I'm having fun. I got a little balloon and I'm on a roller coaster, but it's like literally barreling straight down to hell. Thought it was a vibe. Red flags, fantasy, false hope. All right. Where are you in life? In life, where are you doing this? There's a place. There is a place. There is a person. There is a situation. There is something you are remembering very fondly that wasn't fucking fond. Okay. um, it's like you're remembering something happening in a way that it did not happen. Okay. And it's time to see the real, the actual truth, and look at what it was really like, right? That relationship, that job, that friend that you cut out, that abusive, like, boss that was micromanaging you, or could have been like an authority figure, a parent or something like that too. Like, where is it for you? Everybody think about it for a second. We all have one of these. Red flags we ignore, staying in a fantasy, false hope, rereading the text, right? Stuck on something else. But there's all these masks here. You're remembering it the way it never was. You know what I'm saying? Authenticity, man. Look at shit for what it really was. Some of y'all just got that because I felt heaviness, like it hurt. The realization of what I'm talking about just hit somebody because I felt it and it hurt. It definitely hurt. It's disappointing. I know. Three of Swords, heartbreak. I know. But what's not disappointing is knowing the truth so that you can make the informed decisions you need to make to not be held back by this person or situation anymore, and to embrace what's meant for you and where you're going, your progress, your ascension, your spiritual evolution, your soul's growth, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. You guys will move through it. I know you will. And if you're having a hard time, you know where to find me. Okay. We got an ego wound, Nine of Wands, the Destroyer, the Sun, the Merciless, which is the King of Swords, the Gaslighter, which is the Tower, man, the Cult, which is Three of Pentacles, and the Spectator, which is the Hermit. All right. So some of y'all, this is what it's about, right? I'm super familiar with the ego wound, right? I'm a Leo. I've had a lot of ego to overcome in life for certain. And had the opportunity to have no choice but to get really comfortable with my ego dying, right? During my dark night of the soul and other times since. Um, but it's a good question to stop and ask yourself sometimes. Like, Why am I so upset about this? Am I being irrational because my ego is wounded? You know, like we all have ego. We do, and that's okay. We're meant to. And in some ways it's good. It has a purpose, but not you can't be driven by ego and ascend. You can't be driven by ego and raise your vibration. All right, you can't. You have to be as egoless as possible in order to achieve those things. So it's okay if you have it. We all do. But being able to acknowledge it takes a very strong, um, confident, emotionally mature person to be able to do that, you know? So it speaks volumes about you if you can. Um, you have the sun, which for some reason is called the destroyer in this deck, which I find very interesting. Maybe we should find out why, because I literally opened it today. I don't know anything about it. Let's look at it. It's probably an important message there since ego wound is a very strong energy, particularly right now. Why do you call the sun the destroyer? Like, I don't get it. I'm not even sure I like it. Let's see. You have no numbers on here. It's just a free for all. Cool. Awesome. Alrighty. Free for all it'll be. The death card's called the murderer. The devil's called the scapegoat. Temperance is called impulse. They got a weird spin on the cards, but like I said, I'm sure there's a reason. We'll just have to learn them. Where's that fucking card? There it is. Okay. What's happening to me? I must be dreaming. Bitchin'. I feel like I can take out the world today. Preach. In its positive expression, the sun card seems cheerful with a cute baby on a horse. We were just talking about that naked ass baby. But the actual physical sun has an extremely destructive capacity that cannot be overstated. Fair. What better thing to represent absolute creation and absolute destruction than the sun? Hmm. Although it is the life giving force of our existence, it only takes a day outside in the desert to truly understand and gain humility toward the destructive power of the sun. Esoterically, the sun card represents our ego, which keeps us alive and can, of course, destroy us. So that seems like a fitting metaphor. Agreed. The archetype of the sun is Abaddon or Apollon, the angel of the abyss, otherwise known as the destroyer. In this physical reality of oppositions, in order to create, we must also destroy. True. We all wield destructive energy. We all carry the death force. Learn to see your destroyer. What does it need? And they mean your ego. When we learn to properly hold our destructive force, we may begin our path to self-mastery. It happens to be my opinion that genius creatives are the most likely to be destroyed by their own shadow because they go too far to the creative end and their shadow destroyer ends up winning the battle. Freud calls this the death instinct, which is as strong and sometimes stronger than the life instinct. We can turn it on ourselves, on others, on Earth, but it needs to come out somewhere. Use creative energy to express your destroyer and discover where this darketype lives in you. I like that darketype instead of archetype. Might have to steal it. When everything has come round full circle and the cycle has ended, we have come into completion. When the day is done, the destroyer comes out and asks us, "Don't you want to know how the story ends?" The Abaddon within us will cause us to bring something to an end before its time, so that we may come into certainty, so that we can feel power, so that we wield the power of completion and are not controlled by it. Perhaps you had to bear witness to some kind of destruction, and you have a need to creatively digest the shadow form of the destroyer. I recommend you spend some time exploring healthy ways to do that. If you have drawn this card, you may be avoiding dealing with the destructive energy of either yourself or another, in the situation. See if there is a way to safely express the destroyer. The destroyer needs power, and so we'll find a way to gain power, even if it's behind your back or with your own hands. Yikes. And freaking crazy that it came out next to fucking ego wound, right? So the King of Swords is called the Merciless in this deck. Swords are air sign energy, right? Libra included. So Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. And the King of Swords is about truth at all costs. No bullshit. The King and Queen of Swords will find the truth no matter what. Their sword is the sword of truth. Okay, it's what they're wielding. But it's also about your authenticity, standing up for who you are, proudly, right? And speaking that freely, and teaching the knowledge that you have, sharing what it is that you are passionate about and what you have to share with the collective, not hiding it, just being authentically you, right? It's about embodying truth, which a lot of this reading has been about. Yeah. You know, they're not mushy. Opposite of cups energy, right? The King and Queen of Swords are no bullshit. They're not going to sugarcoat it for you. All right. I am wearing a baseball hat, and it is a Mariners hat. The Gaslighter, the Tower. Coming up a lot today. Coming up a lot. So the one thing I'm certain is we're going to see some massive, massive change. But we already knew that, right, y'all? You know, the writing's on the wall. There's no way the whole world's not going to change from the energies going on right now. It's just a matter of writing it out, you know, and what are you going to do after? How are you going to guide your rebuild, your Phoenix moment? But since it showed up so many times, if I can find it in this totally disorganized book, I will read it to you. Okay. No one ever likes to get the Tower card unless they're desperately seeking a way out of a situation, even if it means destruction. But even then, the card is usually met with a frowny face. In the card, the shared domicile of two individuals is destroyed, split asunder, and they are thrown out. The gaslighter, the shadow form of this archetype, caused the tower to crumble in the first place. Perhaps one partner purposefully tried to convince the other that everything was fine when it wasn't. If this does not suit the theme of this freaking full moon, I don't know what does. Y'all, like if you were here in the beginning of this video, you know what I'm talking about, right? Gaslighting has become a popular and widely used word these days, but is honestly often incorrectly used. In many situations, folks are unaware of what they are doing and are not maliciously attempting to displace another person's reality, which isn't to say that their behavior doesn't cause damage. It does. But too often I see that an accusation of gaslighting is simply a case of two different versions of events rather than one person attempting to sociopathically degrade the other's perception of reality and autonomy. Fair. I believe that too. Make sure you discern the difference. This is where that intuition comes in, right? Between multiple perspectives and real abuse. The Tower card, in its traditional meaning, appears when the sea sweeps away a castle made of sand, or in other words, a fantasy world collapses. Something that was built on a lie, an illusion. You weren't seeing the truth. The gaslighter thinks they are gaining power and control when they deceptively attempt to narrate new realities, destroying anyone else's version of the story at all costs. Understanding and examining the shadow is really important, even if you're not experiencing it personally. We have to recognize when someone is doing it. You have to call it out, King of Swords. Call it out. And hold fast to our ability to see and know the truth. Trust your instincts, trust your discernment. Yeah. Even when someone is engaging in the lesser evil of subconscious gaslighting, it's important to remain sufficiently rooted within yourself and your reality so that you can discern truths from false narratives. It's like exactly what's going on in the world right now, right? They can tell us this bullshit all they want, but we have all awakened to a point where it just ain't working. We ain't buying it. We ain't distracted. We still want the rest of the files, whatever, right? You will then be less likely to become inflamed by this shadow form. There are many ways gaslighting can enter our lives, such as through media sources, authority figures, political figures, whoop whoop, all certainly wield this shadow at some point, for fuck's sake. When this card slips its way out of the deck, it's telling you to be wary of individuals who are presenting information to you about a series of events in a way that makes your guts crawl. You know, gut instinct. Pretty. Listening to and acknowledging someone's viewpoint is different from engaging with someone who is actively changing the narrative. Spend some time thinking about what tools you have to tell fact from fiction. This is the achievement of discernment. And often we come to it after someone attempts to gaslight us. See the value of the gaslighter. It teaches you to know and stand behind your truth. Very first card in this reading, the one, what is your current energy situation, was a 7 of Wands, a card of defending yourself and your truth. Full circle. Then we got the 3 of Pentacles, which this deck calls the cult. All right. 3 of Pentacles is a card of collaboration. It's a community card. It's like working together to accomplish something, to achieve something. Obviously, I'm getting don't be a sheep here, right? You don't want to be part of the cult. You don't want to drink the Kool-Aid. Like, you're going to see through the bullshit. You're just going to be a spectator, which is the last card, the Hermit card, the spectator. You're going to be on the outside and you're just going to be a spectator because you're like, I ain't going anywhere near that shit show. Nope. Want nothing to do with it. So you'll sit back with your little windy eyes and your popcorn. Y'all know what I mean. Wandy eyes? Sorry. That's all I got. I actually feel like I'm doing really well tonight, considering the state I've been in for a couple of weeks now. But it's just going to be an interesting month or so. All right. Let me put these guys away because they're so slippery and they're going to end up everywhere and I'm going to lose them or set them on fire with all the candles on this table. Heard. I mean, it's not my life motto, but believe me, nobody's going to tell me what to do. I will intentionally go the other way, even if I know it's the wrong way, or it's longer, or it's going to hurt me, or whatever. I'll still do it if somebody else told me to go the other way, which is ridiculous. Unless I like really love and respect the person, then I let them tell me what to do. If it's out of love, it's different. I don't know why. Very Leo trait, it's also very Aquarian trait. Aquarius does not like to be told what to do either. Capricorn. Thank you. It's really great to be back. You can't imagine how much I missed y'all. For real, for real. All right. So I want to get one more message before we do this ritual. If my voice holds up for me. I just kind of wanted to get you guys a little bit of a spiritual message, something kind of inspiring or an affirmation you can sort of hold on to because, like I said, April's going to be rocky. I mean, obviously, we'll be back together again in no time, and I'm going to keep posting readings for y'all, but I wanted to send you off with something really solid because we're just going to have a little bit of a bumpy ride, but we're going to be fine. We're always fine. More than fine. Right? Right. Okay. For the collective, what do they need to hear? What will support them at this time? That was fast. I barely even picked up the deck. Okay. Acceptance, truth again. You can let go now. Surrender to what is. Letting go, water, and non resistance. So surrendering to the will of the universe, right? Let what wants to go, go. Let what wants to come in, come in. Flow with where, you're being led. You need to be adaptable right now. It's also number 42, if that's relevant to anybody, which is a 6. And so is this. 6s are a theme tonight. And so I listened as my soul told me to let the past go so that I may awaken to how much I have grown. And it says the past, releasing, rebirth, and spring. I love it. That is very fitting for right now. I love it. Letting go and releasing, which is what we do on a full moon anyway. Right? Okay, beloveds, to do this ritual, you will need a candle and 2 glasses, one of them with some moon water in it if you have. If you don't have moon water already made, make it tonight and do this ritual tomorrow. The full moon isn't until tomorrow, so you don't have to do this tonight. You have tonight, tomorrow night, and the next night to do this ritual. But that's the things that you're going to need. That's all you're going to need for it. Okay. So I wrote this in Florida. I was just there for the last week, and I spend a lot of time in the water whenever I'm there because I'm obsessed with water anyway. But I spent a lot of time in the water this time because it was finally warm enough again to do it. And this ritual just kind of came to me, and I kind of thought about it in place of a more traditional like Libra full moon or pink full moon ritual. And I actually found that right now I think it makes a whole lot of sense. So I'm hoping that it vibes for y'all too. So, like I said, step number 1 is going to be to make moon water, which all that means is you put water out in a jar, please not plastic, anything but, and let the moon charge it, right? And then you're going to take 2 small glasses, right? You're going to pour moon water into one of them. And then I just kind of want you to be really present and conscious the whole time, like for each one of these steps. All right, just connecting to the energy of that water and really charging your energy into the water. Um, and then you're going to pour the water from the 1 cup into cup 2, paying very careful attention to the balance, right? The ultimate goal here is for both of them to be equally full of water. Okay, nice balance. And once you get that balance right, put them down on your altar or wherever you're going to do this, your sacred space. If you have a pink candle, that would be wonderful. It's the color of love. Libra is a Venus, ruled sign, and it's rules the house of relationships. So very much about love in general. But if you don't have a pink one, that's fine. White is always acceptable. Use whatever you want. But pink would be a Venusian sort of color. And you're going to light the candle and place it in between the 2 cups. Okay. And this is what I want you to say. I am in balance. My relationships are equal give and take. I have balance between my heart and my mind. I trust my instincts. And you just kind of want to watch the flame. Watch the flame while it burns. See how the light's going to bounce from one glass to the next, right? And this whole little energetic, like symbiotic moment that will happen between the flame and your 2 cups of water, your balanced water. And kind of journal what you notice. All right, journal any thoughts that come to you. Journal, like, if the flame got real flickery at one point or was smoking or whatever, how you can like read messages from, flame divination. Um, just kind of journal anything that comes to you and see where that leads you. All right. Um, I think that it's going to answer a lot of questions that you might have if this reading didn't already do that for you, if you had something on your mind. But let me know. Let me know how it resonates for you guys. I'm actually going to wait till tomorrow to do mine, like when the full moon is exact. But I'll let you know how mine goes too. Questions, comments, concerns, anything? Anybody want to tell me anything at all? I'm going to post some more readings tomorrow, especially for the most affected signs with this full moon, because it is very impactful. It's going to be a lot of change, but we already knew that. Like I said, buckle up for April. All right. we're going to be tested. It'll be a little stressful. It'll be a little chaotic and a little bumpy, but control what you can control. Control what you're going to allow into your reality, into your space. Control what you're going to allow to steal your peace, hopefully not steal your peace. Spend time, like focused time centering and really diving into your spiritual work and increasing your intuition. Maybe we'll do a workshop on that. Yeah, we will. Why not? Um, it's just going to take a lot of willpower, but we have that. Yeah. 7 freaking planets in Aries. Hoy. Hoy. Happy birthday to any Aries out there, especially my son Sean, whose 18th birthday is in a couple of hours. I can't believe my baby is 18. Officially, all of my children are adults, and it's wild. It is wild. It just happens so fast. Sarah, hold on to that 7-year-old baby. Have a great birthday with her. I'm telling you, it goes so fast. It's shocking. Um, oh my God, that's right. That was your birthday, right? Happy birthday. How could we miss it? We got to give you a little birthday message. We got to give you a birthday message. 7 pizzas. Yeah. Yeah. If I could. Like everything I eat makes me sick right now. But if I don't eat, I get sick too. So it's super fun. It's just fun. Um, oh, you know what I wanted to show you guys before I let you go or go? I mean, the hell am I going to tell you what to do? So, I'm like empty nesting. I'm getting ready to move to Florida, and my babies are all adults and graduating and leaving, and so I somehow became, never in my life did I think I'd be saying this, but somehow I became like this weirdo lady that becomes obsessed with friggin' seashells. So every time I'm in Florida, I make a big fuss about making sure I get to some of my favorite shelling spots. Yes, I use words like shelling now. Even that kind of makes me nauseous, want to punch myself in the face. But I thought I would show you some of my my best finds, my best Florida finds. They're all from the Gulf Coast. Um, and I found all of them all by myself. Thank you so much. Um, I don't know. I guess this is how I'm replacing the love of my children. Yeah, it's better than cats. I have Gemini, but I don't need more than that. I would friggin' love that. Are you serious? That would be amazing. I'll send you one of mine and you send me one of yours. I love this guy too because it's got swirlies. Look at how big of a dork I am. I'm so excited about it. And I have big scallop shells. And oh, I just like the pattern on this guy. Look at that guy. Is that not cool? I could trip out onto that pattern if I had some real good weed. And another pretty scallopy one. Oh, I gotta show you a tiger paw. Can't let you leave without showing you a tiger paw. Like this guy. I have all different colored ones too. Because I'm a dork that's obsessed with collecting seashells now. I have hundreds and hundreds of them. It's a problem. I'm going to try to figure out, thank you, Patrick, what I can do with them. I'm thinking of like ways I can use them for something cool and like spiritual or something. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. I'm not hella crafty. I'm not Martha Stewart, but I got some ability. I love this one too. Okay, stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. Anyway, I just wanted to show you my babies, my new passion in life. Um, how I'm going to fill my empty nest years without my babies. But thank you guys again for your prayers and concern for me. Keep praying for me and sending me healing. I would really, really appreciate it. It's been rough and I got a little bit of a way to go, but I will be here and let me know how I can pray for you or help you. Um, yeah. Happy full moon in Libra. And I will see you guys soon, okay? Thank you so much. I love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.